I didn't know how much I needed to see Belly and Conrad spending some time together, even though it's ruining my baby Conrad. But here we go. All right, folks, nothing much really happened in this episode, and it honestly felt like a transitional one, but at least we finally get to see Belly and Conrad spending some time together after 4 episodes. And watching the show from Conrad's perspective was the best to understand how he really feels about this whole mess. I mean, do we still have anyone who's supporting Team Jeremiah among us, especially after seeing Conrad being there for Belly despite his heartbreak and Jeremiah being a baby? Since we all know, the wedding madness is still going on. And no matter how hard people try, it's like there's no way of stopping Belly and Jeremiah. But thank God we have Adam for that. I'm telling y'all, this man is a disaster. Now that he agreed to support Belly and Jerry, everything will be messed up. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we should thank him for that. Because for a second, the wedding seemed like it'll be all cute and perfect, but Adam's inclusion will ruin everything. And I'm kind of here for that. Belly is running around, accepting everything Jeremiah is asking, even though she knows that they can't afford it, or she knows that she doesn't want it, like inviting colleagues and having the wedding in the club. He's never there, and Belly is trying so hard to deal with everything. I'm telling you, girl, he's not a husband material, and this whole thing will end up in a very huge fight. In episode 6, we'll see them checking out the club for the wedding, and Belly will realize that this isn't the wedding she wanted. Since Adam is paying for everything, Jeremiah will accept everything he'll say, and Belly won't even get a chance to make a decision. If you ask me, he doesn't look like he cares about what Belly wants at all. Like, he's fighting over a cake like a baby. Come on now, grow up a little. Let's also not forget that all 3 of them are staying at Cousins for the 4th of July. Belly was enjoying her time with Conrad. And for Conrad, I don't even have to talk about how he feels. We already saw that in his eyes. Maybe Belly's not caring about it or can't understand it since it's something usual, but eventually Jeremiah will see how Conrad's looking at her, like he's been madly in love with her his entire life. Jeremiah will have second thoughts about having Conrad as his best man and have a talk with him. But since we all know that Conrad won't be leaving and is actually going to try his chance, I think he'll somehow learn that Jeremiah cheated on Belly. After that, there won't be anything stopping him. We knew from the start that he was the one, and now he'll see that he and Belly are the ones who were meant to be. I'm not really sure if it'll happen in episode 6, but I feel like there's an upcoming confrontation between Conrad and Jeremiah. Conrad will tell him how he messed everything up and that he's not worthy enough for Belly. If you think that's bad, just wait till Laurel finds out. She was against the wedding from the beginning, and Jeremiah gave us all the biggest reason why he's not good enough for Belly. So Laurel will never let her daughter marry a guy who had already cheated on her. I mean, who would? But this won't happen anytime soon. I think it'll be around the 8th or 9th episodes. In episode 6, she'll have a talk with Adam, and he'll tell her that he's supporting Belly and Jeremiah because he doesn't want to lose his son. But this might turn out to be far from a kindness. He'll be making decisions and won't let Belly and Jeremiah decide anything. Then he'll tell Laurel that the kids will get married anyway, so they'll have to be there for them, but won't include her in the plan. If he manages to convince Laurel to come, then they won't be doubting him at all. Besides that, who would want to miss his kid's wedding, right? So just when she'll come around, she'll learn that Jeremiah had cheated on Belly, and she'll think that she was right from the start. I mean, what really surprised me was Taylor being okay with this whole cheating thing. She was mad at first, but then she was like, "We don't know when we'll die, so if you love him, go talk." Girl, that was the worst advice I have ever heard. Yeah, we don't know when we're gonna die, but I'm not texting my ex, am I? If Steven never had that car accident, Belly would never talk with Jeremiah again. And I think we can all agree on that. And speaking of Taylor and Steven, can they please get back together like ASAP? I think we've waited long enough for them. They were my second favorite couple. And believe me, I was obsessed with the writer guy and Laurel in the first season. So them being the second is a huge thing. I think the girl from work, Denise, is really cool and beautiful. I love that she's giving the girl boss vibe, and I hope we'll see her with someone nice, but I don't want it to be Steven. Last time we saw them, they were heading to the same game conference, and now, in episode 6, we'll see them spending time together and actually enjoying it. They'll probably even kiss at some point, but I think Denise will realize that he's still in love with Taylor and tell him that it won't be right when he still has feelings for Taylor. This way we can finally see Steven and Taylor together at the wedding. I really hope that Belly will end up with Conrad. I mean, we all saw the things he thinks about her. He just can't resist Belly. And feel free to disagree, but Conrad would have never cheated on Belly. We can just switch the groom so that Belly can marry him. They did all the shopping together anyways. It's already Conrad's wedding. Again, I just can't wait to see him find out about the cheating. Let me know what you think will happen in episode 6 and watch this video next.